Ryan.
I'm thinking about cutting mine off and doing a bob.
I've been thinking the same thing about mine. It's so long that it's getting annoying. I'm too lazy for it.
Well, but short hair is actually more work. So
yeah.
for me, I have curls, so I have to straighten it every day.
I have like a weird combination of like half curly, half straight hair.
Yeah, so. It stops right here. I guess I should turn my video on. There we go.
Too many windows open. I lost my notes. Morning, Jeff.
Morning. Morning, Corey. Stop hiding. Come on out and play. Morning, Jolie.
I've had video on for the last little while. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Jolie.
Happy belated birthday.
Aw, thank you. It was a good weekend. That light's terrible. I need to fix that.
Have birthday day, birthday week, birthday month?
Yeah, pretty much.
We do birthday week. Well, and really it's post weekend, pre-weekend. So really it's like, you know, 9.
I prefer a month for me, but you know.
We can only milk it so far.
Right, yeah. My husband's like, all right, enough.
Enough. Who else is here? Joanne is here. Good morning, Joanne. All right, well, we're going to give it one more minute and then we're going to get started. This is being taped, correct? Or live streamed?
We're actually both. We're live on Facebook and we're recording it.
Okay, well, hello, Facebook. And what do we got in our chat here? Oh, it said it had 6 chats. Okay. Yes, Haley, I completely understand.
You're crazy.
I had to fix the harsh lighting issue I had there.
Oh my gosh. I had a question. Can you tell me if a property is in a floodplain?
No, I can't, but the assessor site will be able to tell you. There's a flood map on the I don't know if it's on Yakka Maps or just the assessor
Well, it's a
site.
lot. So it doesn't have an address yet. I could give you the parcel number.
Well, I could direct you on where to find it. I don't, you're going to have to go onto the assessor site, and then any insurance agent is able to look it up. So remind me if anybody remembers, they used to say right on the view on the assessor site whether or not it was in a floodplain.
171324 34403.
Joanne, are you talking to us or are you talking to somebody on the phone?
Yep, and the owner's name is.
I'll text her real quick and let her know.
No, I think, I don't know if I'm running this meeting or Brittany's running this meeting.
I got her muted. Don't worry.
Thank you. I thought you were talking to me and I'm like, no, I can't do that right now.
Let me text her.
Okay. Well, she's on, we muted her, so we're good.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. Brittany, do you want to go ahead and start?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wait. Let me just say, preface this with Lori is out of town today. So if you need anything, DAs, whatever, you're gonna need to reach out to Brittany. She's a backup, but there's no pants on fire. So if you forgot to do it and you have a closing today, we'll have the check sent to the office and we'll take care of that when Lori gets back. Okay.
And she'll be back tomorrow, so she's
Yeah.
not gone for too long. Okay, so do you want me to do my full list, Lynette? Just run down everything I got? Okay.
This is gonna be an unusual office meeting just purely because both Cami and Lori are gone. So it's just Brittany and I and Corey.
Yep. So I'm actually going to cover the month of November for birthdays and anniversaries first. So most importantly, my birthday is next week.
Yay!
I'm kidding, guys. It is next week. But we also have Philip, Anthony, Lynette, and Janet also have birthdays the month of November. So we have a lot of Scorpios in the house. And Ryan Beckett is celebrating his anniversary this month as well at the end of the month. So congratulations. Happy birthday, everyone.
Thank you.
I wanted to remind everyone who participated in Mega Camp that we still have access to the recordings. You only get them until November 15th. So if there's anything in there that you missed, any sessions that you wanted to go rewatch, make sure that you log in and do that before November 15th because they're going to kick us all out. We also have, so I think most of you who are in the mid 60 and in Corey's coaching group know, but Ignite is on a break for the month while we do Bold. It's going to restart on November 30th. So just keep that in mind. Your guys' schedules are going to get a little bit busier once that does restart. We also have Rebecca Del Poza, who has 5 free classes this month. Some of them sound really cool and actually like a lot of fun. I'll be honest with you guys. A couple that I wanted to point out, and these are all on all of the daily briefs. So you'll have links to register for all of them. Again, they're free. She's got a vision board workshop coming up on the 18th. That one looks really fun for, you know, all you Pinterest fans out there. And then there's another one that I wanted to point out on November 20th, and that's growing your Keller Williams profit share tree. So that one looks like it's going to be really interesting as well. And the vision board one is actually at 6 p.m. So that's kind of an evening class for those of you with kids and stuff at home. We've also got, sorry, did someone say something?
No.
No? Okay. I'm not sure who that is, but I'm muting you. We've also got, every week, I just remind everyone in every office meeting, but every Tuesday we have an hour-long training on tech, and it changes every week. This week I did the life cycle of a lead. I posted that video for you guys on our YouTube channel. It's on the Daily Brief as well. It was a really good class. They're going to kind of change up a little bit every week, but make sure you're paying attention to those. You do have the ability to rewatch them if you can't catch them live. And then there's tech drop-in hours as well. So this is kind of like my open office hours. I just time block an hour for you guys. And then I actually open a Zoom meeting and I just leave the window open. You guys can pop in there anytime during that hour with random tech questions, printer questions, help me with this, you know, commission, whatever you guys have tech-wise, you can hit me up then. You can also always schedule time. The link to my calendar is on every single daily brief, so you can schedule one-on-one time if you need it. We've also got, and Corey's actually going to talk about this in a couple minutes, but we do have Career Night and Run Your Business Like a Business. Those will be happening this month as well. And I'm going to have, for the Career Night, I will have some marketing materials for you agents to push out there on your social media, or if you know people who are interested in pursuing a career in real estate or possibly moving over to our market center, we will have those and they'll be customizable for you. So you can share that and invite people to the Career Night if you'd like. So that's all I've got for upcoming trainings. And I did want to remind everyone, I think most of you probably already know, but Flex MLS full search feature is going away. They're retiring it. It's actually, it hasn't been updated in over 10 years. It's very archaic. It does not work with mobile or touch screen or anything like that. And they've had the quick search feature out for quite a while. I think most of you, maybe not most, but a lot of you are using the quick search feature. So you're already familiar with it. But Flex did put out, I think it's like a 45-minute video, and they walk you through everything you could possibly need to know about using quick search. It's a really good tutorial. I'm going to put, you know what, when I'm done talking here, I'll put links to that video from Flex, the tutorial on that, as well as links to register for the training classes. I'll put those in the chat, and then they'll be posted on our Facebook group as well. So you can catch them there, or on the Daily Brief, of course. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is Teams. So last night, actually at midnight, and we've talked about this a few times over the last probably month and a half, but Teams within Command is getting a complete overhaul. It launched at midnight last night. It's really cool. I've been taking a lot of regional trainings on this. It's super exciting, but there are a lot of changes, and there's a little bit of prep work for team owners or rainmakers before we completely start diving in and using the system. So the gist of it is really that they're separating the agent's personal command accounts from the team command accounts. This means that as a rainmaker, a team owner, you can be much more purposeful with how you're running your business. By this, I mean, you will have all team-owned contacts, leads, for example, that are running on the same systems and models. So the team will all be using the same smart plans, the same tags, same custom fields, all of that stuff, so that it's, again, running on the same systems and models. Everyone's kind of on the same page. Smart Plans for Teams is also getting an overhaul. So teams will have their own team library, their own team smart plans. So again, everything is very consistent throughout the whole process, regardless of what agent on the team is taking action with a client. Before anyone on a team really jumps in there and starts using it just full blast, there's, again, a little bit of prep work we need to do. So as a rainmaker or team owner, you really need to think about how you want your team structured, and you need to decide who gets access to what. So there are different permission levels now for everyone on your team, and as a rainmaker, you decide who can see what. So are you allowing your agents to capture personal leads and work them in their own command account? Or are they only allowed to work them in the team command account? You really got to consider how you want that structured, how you want to run the business. The good news is it's not a ton of prep work. We, as Market Center Tech trainers, we've been putting, as a region, all of our heads together. There's some really good training out there. We want to make sure that we're taking this slow and steady so that we don't jump in and then have to fix a bunch of stuff on the back end. So I'm going to be reaching out to everyone who is on a team, all of the rainmakers in our office, and we'll be scheduling some one-on-one time so that I can kind of walk you guys through that process. Again, the two things we need to do for teams is determine how it's structured and who gets access to what. And once we do that and get your team set up within Command, then we can dive into like creating lead routing and team smart plans and customizing the whole system. So it did go live last night. You guys will, anyone on a team, see some new stuff in Command when you're playing around in there. But I will be reaching out to you. Everyone will be receiving an email by the end of the week with further instruction and where we're going with that. So if you guys have any specific questions, please reach out to me. You can do that phone, email. I'm available. You can send me a text message and we'll take it from there. But you will hear from me before the end of the week.
Awesome. Thank you, Brittany.
Yeah, no problem.
Corey? What do you
Well,
got?
I don't have any.
I have to watch that mute button.
I don't have any new agents to talk about this week, but we may have some coming up here soon. Brittany talked a little bit about Career Night. So Career Night is upcoming. It's at the beginning of December. So be thinking about that now. Be thinking about some people in your life that you think may want to make that transition into this career path, and invite them. It's at least a good informational meeting for them to kind of get an idea of what being in real estate entails and what being partnered with Keller Williams entails. And Run Your Business Like a Business is starting in November. And that will be a really good one for anybody who is maybe doing real estate business, but is really maybe struggling with the foundational aspects of owning a business, things like setting up a budget, time blocking, organization, those kinds of things. So we will be helping you guys with that and helping you guys set up those foundations, things like a business plan, things like that. So those are the two major things I wanted to talk about today. One thing Lori wanted me to mention while I had you guys on today is any new agents that come into the office, you are now responsible for giving us a copy of your license. The DOL no longer will send us a copy of your license. So when you receive that, you need to make sure to give that to Lori so we have a copy of that, okay? Obviously, Lori will remind people that as they onboard, but they did a switch over to a new system a couple of months ago, and that is one of the rubs of the system, is that now we need to get that from you directly instead of the DOL. So I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention. And obviously Lori will be in communication with new agents about that. And that's all I have.
Is that the same as if you renew your license?
I am not sure, Jolie,
Okay.
honestly. It's a lot of it's new, it's changing. And I just renewed my license right before the changeover, so I didn't have to go through it. So I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
I will tell you that we have struggled with the last few agents that have come on with DOL. DOL is having some serious problems. I've seen on some of the Facebook pages from team leaders and MCAs and OPs across the state that DOL is really messed up right now. So what I would say because of that is be very proactive to start early to get your license renewed. And then, of course, my birthday's coming up in November, and so I have to do this myself. So I'll give you an update on if there was any challenges. The nice thing about renewing is they don't require that you send in your clock hours anymore, which is really nice. But you do have to have your clock hours because they do audit every once in a while, and we need a copy of your clock hours in case they audit us. So even though you don't have to submit those and mail them in, Lori does need a copy of them for our file.
Okay.
I have great news. I'm so happy to announce that we now have a team leader. So our team leader will be starting, I believe it's next Thursday for sure, officially. She works here with a local mortgage company, but even better, her name is Alyssa Ford. She worked at the Las Vegas Keller Williams office for 3 years. She was the agent services coordinator for a year, and she worked on a mega team for 2 years as the director of operations. When I say mega team, this rainmaker of her team did over 360 transactions a year with 6 agents. She also was, her rainmaker was a coach to mega teams. She spoke on stage at Mega Camp with Josh Team. So Alyssa is well-versed in everything Keller Williams, which is amazing for us. I feel like we've done a really good job trying to plug into all the systems, but I think she's going to have a lot to bring to the table. She will be reaching out to every single one of the agents in our office to introduce herself and to offer any kind of advice, business coaching, assessments, anything that she can do to help you guys get ready. This is really perfect timing with a lot of the changes that's happening in Command, and she loves Command, by the way, and all of the business planning that should be happening for you and your business this time of year. So one of the things that Keller Williams you have heard of is the GPS and the 411s and all of the tools that we have available to help you successfully meet and exceed your goals. So just know that Lori's going to reach out to the mid 60. Corey will be always working with the new PC code program, and then Alyssa will be helping the top 20 to get that signed up and ready for next year. I feel like this is a great opportunity for us as a market center to offer more services to you guys. We've been working some different avenues to offer those services. So I encourage all of you, if you see gaps that you think that we are not providing, please call me, because I really want to offer top-notch gold service to every one of our agents. That's been my goal from the very beginning. And so we've looked at, touched, written down, Trello boarded the systems that we have in place now. And in the next 3 months, I'm going to be looking at different ways to facilitate the needs of different ways of doing business. So Gary Keller's come out with it's called a playbook, and it touches what he calls the dependent model, the interdependent model, and the independent model. And what that means is there's a lot of agents that are dependent on perhaps the broker that they're in the office with now for teaching, training, receiving leads, basic full support. Interdependent is just more of a collaboration between the two, which I feel like we've kind of hinged on. And then the independent model is for that agent that doesn't need a whole lot of support and just needs not actual support in how to run their business, but is able to work independently of the office, but still plug into what they need. So we'll be talking about this internally in the leadership, but I really would love to hear from you guys how we can make your life easier and better. So just know she'll be on our next office meeting, but she'll be reaching out. Her name is Alyssa Ford. She's full of energy. She's super excited, and I can't wait for you to meet her. Wanted to touch on a couple of things. Brittany talked about the classes that Rebecca's doing. She's also, so the vision board class. Lori and I have devised a plan. I tried to offer a vision board class last year. We bought poster boards, we bought stuff to do it. I have found that vision boarding has been super successful in my life in me achieving my goals. I think it's fun. I think it's great. So what we're going to do is people that want to sign up for this, we'll do the class with Rebecca from 6 to 8. We will give you care packages so that you have the tools to do the vision board while we're online with her, but then we will follow up with a fun social, probably Zoom call, a happy hour, so we can share our goals and hold each other accountable for those goals if you're interested in that. I have found that it has been something in my life, like literally I bought a toy car one time, and I set it up on my shelf at my office. And every time I was irritated with a client or I just didn't want to make the calls, I looked at that car, and that was my goal, and it made me do it. And I ended up with that exact car. It came into my life. So I just think there's ways that what you focus on grows. That's a Kellerism. That's a bold law. And so I think that if you can envision it, you can achieve it. And vision boards are a great way to do that. So I encourage you to let us know if you want to do that so we can get the care packages ready for you. Also, she's offering all of these classes for free, which is great. And she's a certified KW national trainer. She's doing one that is called Envision Your Life by Design. And that is a Quantum Leap mini course. And if you know, Keller Williams offers Ignite for the newer agents, Bold to go to the next step. Quantum Leap is like the end all, right? And Quantum Leap has a lot to do with mindset, getting rid of your drunk monkeys, really manifesting your life and your goals the way that you want to see them. And this class is only from noon to 2 on November 6th, but it's a good way to get like the cliff notes of Quantum Leap. Mo Anderson taught Quantum Leap in Alaska this year. It's huge. It's a huge mind shift, life-changing event from everybody that I've heard of that has taken it. So free class, 2 hours out of your life, I would highly encourage that. Also, you know, we've combined together with 5 other market centers to bring top-notch trainers. So we recently brought Dave Jenks. It was an excellent course. We have that tape for you. Andrew Kaufman was an excellent course. Christina, I have a class about how to list 100 homes. I have the video. If you want it, I'll email it to you. We're an education company and a technology company. The education is only as good as you plug into, right? So I know it's like a fire hose. I'm telling you, it's a lot. It's a lot. But if you focus on 2 things and you take a class and you take 2 things away from it, in bits, your life is going to exponentially change. Your business is going to exponentially change. So that's my speech for the day. But this is October. We're rounding into November. Now is the time to start envisioning what you want your business to look like next year. And what I would say is, you know, we're all worried about COVID and we're all worried about the economy. We are doing more business than we did this time last year. COVID is not affecting that. And there's a lot of fear out there with the election, excuse me, and things that are coming. But if you put your nose to the grindstone, there's still people that need to buy and sell. So we don't have to be affected by outside sources. It's really on whether or not you're willing to put in the effort and put in the work. There's ways around not being able to do open house. Oh, okay. We need to have this conversation since Tammy's not on the phone. We are allowed to have open houses. There is strict rules about open houses. You cannot put out open house signs. You cannot just have people randomly come to your open houses. You need to have a system in place where they pull up to the house, call you, and have an appointment with you. You can have no more than 5 people in addition to yourself in that house. And if you stick an open house sign out there, you're inviting people to come on in. And that is against the rules of the state of Washington with our current phase. So I encourage you to put that verbiage in your open house ads. By, you know, agent on site, by appointment, please call me to see this home. Because I have no doubt in my mind, they're going out there and they're finding businesses like gyms for not doing what they're supposed to be doing. There will come a time when they're going to walk into your open house, and if you're not running it right, you're going to get fined and I'm going to get fined because you're my agent. So Lori and I are working with an attorney. We're going to have 2 disclaimers written that we will need you to sign. One is going to say that the office is not officially opened, and you understand by working in the office, it's at your own risk and at the risk of your client. I've noticed that people are not wearing their masks in this office. And I'm sorry, but our profession is on the line for not following the rules. And my office, our office is on the line if people don't follow the rules. So Lori's going to be a taskmaster. I don't know. Anyway, she's going to be reminding you guys that you need to be wearing the masks. And I'm as guilty as you guys, walking around, forget about it, don't have them on. But the truth of the matter is, you can't walk into any other business without a mask on. So let's be professionals and wear our masks in the common areas. And then on the open houses, Tri-Cities, they actually made signs that said, open by appointment, please call or text this number, and it had the agent's number on it before the people came up to the door. So that's something that I've asked the ALC to consider purchasing, where we could just put a placard with the agent's phone number on it. I think we're going to be in this situation for a while. So help me to get this figured out so we're all protected. I know that a few months ago, the MLS board came out in writing and said, please turn agents in to the Department of L&I that are not following the rules. Well, that's extreme because that's somebody's livelihood, right? But that's the attitude that's going on out there. And we're doing better in Yakima, and our numbers are going down, but in 36 states, the numbers are going up. So this isn't going away for a while. We have to learn how to work within it. So that's my spiel. That's my mama talk. Do you guys have any questions?
It's in the chat, but I do want to point out all of the open house signage and a summary of the rules, as well as links to frequently asked questions and the full document so you can dissect it with a magnifying glass if you want to. It's all on the daily brief. It's been there for, I think, since they rolled this out, but it's going to stay there. So you guys can always, if you're having trouble finding it, just go to the, daily brief, and links are all there on the message board. So
yeah.
And they'll stay there until it changes, honestly.
And Brittany works really hard daily. These are daily briefs for us to get all the information, all the education, all the links, all the everything that we need to know about anything that's available at Keller Williams. So please plug into that. On a side note, Lori's been working really hard to do Loom videos, which we will be posting on how to do a commission agreement, VA, green sheet, whatever we're calling it now, and other things. So we're trying very hard to make everything easy for you guys. So let us know if we're missing something, because we only have our peephole view, right? So if you see something, we highly encourage input. We didn't do any bucket fills. Does anybody want to have a bucket fill for someone else in the office? Hello?
For those of you who may not know, a bucket fill is just a shout out of gratitude to someone who's helped you out lately, or something similar.
I have a bucket fill. I have two things, actually. Happy birthday, Ryan Beckett. I hope you had a fabulous day. And my bucket fill to you is thanking you for pointing out that Amy was on the telethon for the animals, and really being a champion and an encourager, because really there's nothing better than for our culture than to recognize each other. Don't let me forget about the picture, Brittany.
The picture?
You don't know the picture.
I know the picture.
Okay, let me just interject and then we'll go back to bucket fills. So Liberty has graciously coordinated us to have a all women picture for the Women in Business ad in the Yakima Herald Republic. So I'm going to pay for that ad, but if you can show up at Randall Park on the 48th Avenue side on next Tuesday at 2 o'clock, Michelle Baumbach is going to take a picture of us. And we're going to use this for Facebook advertising. We're going to make sure that everybody's recognized that's in the picture. So that should help you with some branding. So I'm hoping that you guys will make the time. Will you send out a e-bite for that, Brittany, so that we know who's coming?
Yes, I will do that.
Yeah. Women in Business, 2 o'clock. And we're just dressing professional attire.
And I did put that in the chat as well for anyone who's watching it. So.
Okay, so back to bucket fills. Anyone?
She's not on here, but sorry. Lisa Angel and I have worked on several deals together since she's down in Palm Springs. I'm kind of her boots on the ground here. But I just wanted to, give a shout out to her because she's been amazing to work with. And we have really helped a lot of people buy homes in the last, 4 months together.
She's killing it. I think she's, doing better now than she was when she was doing here in Yakima.
Yeah, we've got a pretty good partnership going on, that's for sure.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Anybody else? One more thing. So in an effort to provide better service as an office to you guys, we're going to, we're starting a pipeline report. So we're keeping track of all of the transactions that we have going on. So Brittany will be reaching out to see if you are closing early, if you're rolling into the next month, and letting you know if things are missing in the file, so that we don't have that pants on fire at the last minute. I need a DA, we're closing tomorrow, stress. So to avoid that, we're going to create this situation where we are following up with you. Now, keep in mind, if you have a price change because of an inspection or for appraisal or for any other reason, and you don't tell us, you're going to get a DA for the wrong price. If it's closing date and it's the wrong price, it's not a fire, right? We have to be able to manage the ever increasing growing number of transactions that we have. So part of us doing this is to help you not have surprises at the last minute. Anybody else? Any questions?
I'll be harassing you about your license renewals. I know you guys are already getting those emails, and also, for anything closing coming up. So you can also, and I know that we're sort of still getting used to the system, but you will receive, when something gets kicked back in command by either Cami or Lori, you'll receive the bell icon in command, so it'll notify you there. You'll also receive an email if you have your email linked. So you need to make sure that in your settings in command, you've got your email synced to that. And then if you have the Kelly app downloaded on your phone, make sure that you have notifications set up for it, because when those documents get kicked back for corrections or whatever the case might be, you get a notification on your phone in real time, just like a text message. And you can actually communicate with Cami and Lori through the Kelly app on your phone. It's really slick. We've tested it out. It works. If you guys need me to kind of walk you through getting all of that set up, or if you're not quite sure where these notifications are going, just reach out to me and we can probably fix that in a matter of like 15 minutes. So.
Okay, if you guys don't have anything else, I think we've covered everything we had for you today. Anyone? All right.
Cool. I did notice halfway through our meeting that it was not live streaming on Facebook, so my bad, guys. I will get this uploaded on Facebook, and then you'll get the replay on the Daily Brief this evening. So.
Fabulous. Okay, so shout out to Brittany. Brittany works really hard to make sure we have the information. And it's shocking how many people say, well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Well, it's out there. It's just a matter of plugging into it. So there's amazing resources that we have made available to you guys. It's all there. We're happy to point you in the right direction, but just know that we work really hard. Brittany works really hard to make sure that we have everything available for you.
And it's all stored up here too. So if you guys are confused, can't find something, shoot me a text message, give me a call, shoot me an email. It'll probably take me less than 5 minutes to point you where you need to go. So don't be afraid to reach out, please.
I'm going to.
I was going to say, Brittany, what time was did you say your open hours, office hours were?
They are, I changed them last week. Let me look real quick. So they are Thursdays at 9. So 9 to 10 every Thursday. You guys can, it's just an open Zoom call. So you can pop in there. I'll be sitting at my desk and it's just like popping into my office. So the cool thing is we can do screen shares. So if you guys are having an issue with something in your system or on your computer, your email, whatever the case might be, we can do a screen share through Zoom so that I can actually hijack your computer and walk you through stuff. So it's pretty slick, and there for you guys if you need it. But also you can schedule one-on-one time with me anytime. I have time blocked throughout my week for you guys. So make sure that if you need something, you are reaching out, please.
Hey, we don't have a new agent, but we do have Noah Tubbs, who has joined Kate's team. So welcome, Noah.
Yay, Noah. He's awesome.
So happy you're here.
Oh, we got a thumbs up from Ryan.
All right. Well, I love you guys. Thank you. Thanks for hanging in there. I feel like we're all out on an island and I miss seeing you. And but you're killing it. You're doing great. And I'm very proud of you. I can't tell you how shocked and surprised and in awe I am that you guys have rallied through this situation that we're in and actually increased our market share, and we're doing great. We're doing awesome, which means you're doing awesome. So thank you so much. And just know that Cammie's gone. I don't think she's going to be back until Saturday. So if you need anything and I can help you, don't bother her. I know she sent out an email that said, I'll check my email and I'll be doing this and go ahead and text me. She's on vacation in Cabo. She deserves a break. If I can help you, please reach out to me. So, okay. Have a fabulous rest of your Wednesday. I'll be here all day watching the front door in case anybody comes for mail or whatever. So, all right.
Bye, guys.
Hey, everybody.
See you.